All right. Good afternoon to those of you on the East Coast. Good morning to those of you on the West Coast. I'm your host, Brandon Troy, host and co creator of Movers and Shakers Unlimited. Thanks so much for joining us wherever you are watching from. And if you saw the promo, and of course, you were here just now for This Week in Review that we do every Saturday, you'll know that today is none other than ticket sale day for Comic Con Special Edition. It is the show that will be happening during Thanksgiving. So it's actually, to be more specific, Black Friday. And I figured, since oftentimes when I'm talking about Comic Con, when I first started Comic Con, before doing, transitioning over to doing a lot of, press and media, I started off as an attendee myself, and those first couple of years, it was quite an experience, trying to nail down tickets for Comic Con. So I figured it would be kind of fun to relive that experience, so to speak, and since I'm going to be helping out some family and friends to be able to go to the show that are interested, I figured I would document the experience. So I'll be on here for the time being. I will have, a guest on a little later, as we get closer to the ticket sale. It looks like we're about, 7 minutes from the waiting room opening up. So, I'll be talking about a lot of the things there. However, by all means, this is just kind of going to be a impromptu stream, if you will. So if you want to, join and talk about, some of the things that are happening, right now, feel free. So with that being said, I should be heading on in a few minutes, but I will. There will be some moments of pause, so to speak, as you guys start trickling in and or talking about how your experiences is going. So I will just let it fly. All right, looks like we're coming up 5 minutes from the time of the waiting room. I believe that the actual sale. Let me take a look. Believe the actual sale actually doesn't happen until 11 a.m. But I will give a heads up of me heading into the waiting room and what it looks like. But as it's happening to you guys, feel free to share what you're dealing with or what you're going through as well in your experience. All right. I was going to say, guys, as it's happening, uh, I'll be interested to see for those that are, watching out there, what was your first a Comic Con. I know I've done if you guys take a look, I've done some special edition episodes that deal with what I've coined as SDCC peeps, and people have been talking about their first experiences with Comic Con. Or I'm really interested, is this your first Comic Con, or will this be your first Comic Con? Maybe you were planning on going in 2020, and because of the delays of not having the 2020 show, this will actually be your legit, first San Diego Comic Con. I would definitely be interested to know. All right, guys, it looks like we're right up on that time in which the link will be available for registration. I guess you can call it the waiting room, if you will. Okay, and I know I did it actually clicked on it a little earlier, but now they do have an update as it stands now, in which they are talking about the actual badge sale happening at 11, and they do have a countdown, so it has been updated. Before, it actually had like a countdown as if you felt like as if you were purchasing tickets. So I guess they were just testing the system, but right now as it stands, they do have the official countdown to the ticket sale. So hopefully you guys are all squared away with your profiles and having that all squared away and set up. So that way, when you go into the member ID onto that tab on the website, that all you have to do is now you're just awaiting the actual badge sale itself. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna head right back. I'll be back in 1 moment. All right, I should be back on in a moment. Talking about the sale. As I said, right now we're still in the waiting queue, but as things are going on, for sure, come on by and talk about some of the things that you guys uh, some of the things that you guys are looking forward to with the upcoming Comic Con and what's in store. And yes, what's up, JV? What's up, Sam? Hope all is well with you, dude. Um, and yes, I did see that. So yes, but first thing is first, dude. All right. All right, guys, I am back. But yeah, like I said, in a few moments we will have guests on here joining us to talk about the badge sale, and someone like me is season badge buyer. As I said, prior to doing a lot of the press and media stuff, something that I was in the thick of, in terms of not only getting tickets for myself back in those days, but also for other family and friends too, and the strategies that are being used, or the strategies I should say that are still used in order to ensure that happens, with purchase groups and things like that. So they should be on in a about probably at the halfway mark. But as I said, if anything else comes up, be sure to drop a line and let me know, where you guys are at, what where you reside, and perhaps some things that perhaps that we didn't have in the last few shows with the in at home edition that are hoping to have back in this show that is functioning in a smaller capacity, because as we all know, it functions from essentially for a whole week from Wednesday to Sunday, but for this upcoming show, as many of you know, will be from Friday to Sunday. So all right, so guys, I just received an update to the queue room. So they looks like they uh, they just sent a message that says, "Welcome to the queue at waiting room. Your early Comic Con special edition badge sales will start shortly after 11 a.m. PT, which we know, and we'll see you here in a bit." So it looks like so far so good. Everything is trucking along pretty smoothly. We'll see if that continues as we get closer to the badge, to the official sale of the badges. But at least as it stands now, it looks like it's running pretty smoothly. As since it looks like that update just came as of a few minutes ago, and the the countdown is still trucking along pretty smoothly. So we'll see if that continues, or if other things happen along the way. Thinking of this, makes me think back to my second year at a Comic-Con. This was, like I said, probably my first few years when I was still buying badges, and it was back in 2010. Yeah, it was actually, if you want to drop it in the comments, it was the year that unfortunately we had that incident where someone was injured. They had a pin poked in their eye. Like, I will never forget that because I was in that room. But it was also the year that they had the surprise Avengers panel, if you guys remember that as well, where they actually officially announced everyone on stage. But I want to say it was that year, like in the experience of getting tickets for that year's show, that and you guys can confirm it with me or not. I feel like it was 2010 that someone had they had a crash of the initial website that they were using, because at that time I feel like Epic came way later, or I should say it came a little further down the line. It wasn't, for those of you that, maybe you've only been going to Comic-Con for like a couple of years, or maybe 4 or 5 years. Epic wasn't always around, and we kind of just had to rely on getting tickets directly from the source, from the Comic-Con website. And I think it was underestimated how much enthusiasm there was for, or the demand was for getting tickets. So the site ended up crashing, and I think, if I remember correctly, like, they discontinued the sale completely, and they ended up announcing a new date to do tickets, in which case they started to come up with, using a third party to get the tickets. So, if you guys have been around that long and remember, though, way back in those days of not necessarily using Epic and just dealing with buying tickets directly from the source, from the site, let me know about that, because I like I said, I remember those days. I remember the days of being able to get tickets a month ahead of time, versus really grinding. For those of you that are attendees, you guys grinding your teeth in order to make sure that you guys are able to secure it like months in advance. It's really been fascinating to see how things escalated in terms of securing tickets. But it'll also be fascinating to see how things are going to continue, now that there's kind of been a break in that momentum with us having some virtual shows versus live shows. And the fact that in the course of having those live shows or those virtual shows, that there have been other cons that have started to pick up momentum, and has that kind of eaten into the momentum of San Diego. So it's an interesting thought or conversation to have. But yeah, definitely let me know in the comments, for those of you that are like the OGs, so to speak, that have been going to Comic-Con for 10 plus 20 plus years. Definitely let me know some if you wanted to share some stories or talk about some things that have been fascinating, and talking about how you've been able to secure tickets, maybe talking about Hall H and how crazy Hall H has gotten. I know just in the amount of time, in the 10 plus years that I've been going, how that has escalated, and gotten to like crazy got into crazy heights, where I remember a time where we didn't need wristbands. For those of you that have only been going a couple of times, that wristbands weren't always around. Like, we had to figure out a way to still go to panels without having the luxury of having the wristbands that kind of hold or provide you some ease of mind, that you'll be able to go to a Hall H panel. So by all means, share that in there, because I'm fascinated about that, and maybe the stories that you had of Hall H lines. So, but I will be here, as I said, in a couple of minutes. We'll have a guest on to talk about it further as we get closer to the badge sale. See if there are any other updates that have come up on the site. Nope, as it stands, it's still that message that I mentioned before at 10:12. So I will be here. And what's up to those of you that are starting to trickle in? Give let me know, where you guys are, watching the stream from. Where are you guys participating in the sale? Maybe you're just watching this because you're just curious about, the sale and how they normally go because you've heard so much about, Comic Con and ticket sales. So, feel free, drop a line right there in the comments and let me know. Be right back, guys. And I'll be back right on in a moment, folks. Give me one sec. All right, guys, we are back in a few moments. Let me see if our guest is ready. One moment. All right, so it looks like we are back. Let me come back on for a sec. So we are at the halfway mark, 10:30. So in about half an hour's time, see if it updated on my queue here. Yep. So it says 24 minutes. So it's now 1:35. So in about 24 minutes, we will have our badge sale commence. Check to see if our guest is ready to go. All right, it looks like she is. So give me 1 second while I bring her on. All right, so without further ado, I'd like to welcome back Alyssa Franks. Let me bring her on now. Hey, Alyssa, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good, good. So yeah, no, I was saying, so we are within, I guess, what, 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes before the sale goes live. You know, how have things been, thus far in your camp with the sale thus far? I know I've been commenting on like some of the updates that have been happening thus far, but
We're doing well. We're remembering how to do a badge sale.
right, right, yeah,
Yeah, totally. I mean, our group leader just said, everybody calm down. It's
right,
okay.
right,
Just so
right,
that's the big thing. And I'm just like, where is my? I can't do the. How can
right,
I?
How did I do this last time? How does this work? Do I have the right link?
Right, and, and of course, there's okay, making sure there's no information here, there's making sure I've got
Right,
the all-important thing, and
right.
I don't show, any personal PII, personal information either, so it's just a lot of things, and I've got my buddy, just for your information, if you hear some, speaking in the background, that's my
Mhm.
buddy, who we're working together to get badges with.
No worries. That's the nature of the beast. That's why we're doing this. It's the
So his
nature
name
of the
is
beast.
say hi, Chris.
Hello, how's it going?
Okay.
Hi, Chris.
So I warned him that his voice was gonna be,
Overheard. Yes.
yes, exactly. Um I'm reading the messages just so that people understand. We've got a buying group together on the forum that's probably it is large. It's a large enough sample, so I should be able to see when people are starting to be let in.
Okay.
So when, and I'm assuming if the past sales have been any gauge, I'm assuming we're going to be starting to be slowly let in at around 11:10.
Probably. Yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
about right. 11:10, 11:15.
Yep. And all bets are off, and I'll probably mute once I get into or Chris gets into the room, into the buying room, just because we're going to be talking PII.
Oh
And
no, of course, of course.
yeah,
And now I'll be chatting during that time. But no, yeah. You're good
and
to go.
hopefully, Brendan, you and I will not be let in at the same time.
Right?
Just warning everybody, if the screen is
Because
up,
otherwise, guys, this is what you're gonna get. I'm just letting you know. You're
yeah,
gonna be getting this.
showing a blank screen, Chris. So it's just, the
I just need
forum.
the sound effect when when they have like technical issues on TV.
Yes, yes, exactly. Okay, so and we have 20 minutes, so this seems to be the time for last minute bathroom runs,
Yes, I'm good to go.
comments.
But if you need to, by all
No,
means.
no. I just got off of doing an hour of the OSI model and networking transfer protocols Saturday mornings.
So you're saying it's a great time for a terrible IT joke? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
I'm saying it's a great time for a terrible IT joke. Go ahead, Chris.
How many developers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh boy, how many? Tell me how many.
The hardware issue.
Oh
it's a
boy. Everyone heard your corny joke on this live stream, so congratulations.
Oh, yes. No, hardware issues. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why people think I know about that I can fix stuff. My mother talks to me about her printer all the time, and I'm like, please, no. No, I don't do printers. I really, really don't want to do printers.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you bring that up because when thinking of what is it? Thinking of like, do I remember how to do all of this? Remembering, did I use more? Did we have how did we do the purchase group? Like, were you able to do it from your phone? Like, were you able to do it from your iPad? And I mean, I know it's not really encouraged to do it from your phone because you're not really going to have the best success. I will say though, there was one year that I went that I managed to get badges from my phone. There was one year that I managed to do that. And I was, and here's the other thing. I was at a storage place because I was moving, and I actually did it from my storage place while I was moving. So Somehow I managed to do that. I don't know if I just like fell through the cracks or something that year when I was, at that time when I was still buying badges. So like, yeah. So it's possible, guys. I wouldn't recommend it. It doesn't really seem like the most reliable source, but yeah, for sure. It is definitely, a spot in which if you have no other option, that it seemed to be possible.
Possible. Can you put the link to this live?
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
No, can you put it in the? Oh, you put it in there. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Yeah, already placed it there. You're already good to go.
Okay. Well, I've got it behind another window, so and ignore the background. I am bi-coastal and
Of course.
and a real problem. Oh, and it's not copy and paste. Ugh. Okay.
Let me see if I can put it. I'll put it there too.
Let's see. I'm just thinking I could okay, I am sweating this.
Let's see. Sorry, guys. We are within 15 minutes of the badge sale. I'm wondering if they did anything, if they updated anything. Yes, it says badge sale for Comic-Con Special Edition is 15 minutes away. Clearly, stay calm. Don't use the back button, and good luck.
HTTPS. LA.
And let me confirm that. Let me make sure that. Oh, you know what? Is that? Yes, it is. It's the right one. Okay. Yeah, it's the right link.
The main question is whether or not I typed it in correctly.
Copy and paste.
It's not copying and pasting. I can't copy it.
Shift and arrow. Oh, okay. I'll put it in. I'll put in a messenger for you.
Copy paste. Come on.
I'll put it in a messenger for you. One sec. Oh boy.
I know. I had this problem too. I think it's my system. I'm working on a 5-year-old laptop, and I'll get my new computer on Wednesday. So
Gotcha. Yeah, no. I mean, I think we're all in that camp where like, my laptop's been good to me, but it is on its last legs because it has seen a lot of a lot of work with editing and being able to do streams and years of like ticket sales and things of that nature. But yeah, mostly with all the content creation of editing, I think I really put it through its paces.
Yes. I want to get the link to Chris.
Yes,
so
for sure.
See what we're doing. So Chris, I just sent you the link if you want to see the process, and I should tweet this out too.
For sure, yeah.
Link me to SDCC, right? Or do
I just put it in our text chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put myself quick on mute so I'll watch the video.
Okay, so and are you so just so that since we're doing the live follow along, did you send it out on your movers and shakers?
Yep, we're all squared away long before you got here.
I assumed so. What I'm doing right now is looking for it so I can retweet it.
Oh, okay. It should be on Twitter. It should be on Twitter right now.
Okay. There you go. Bingo. Okay.
Alrighty. And let me add something super fast.
Let's see. If I could type. This would be nice. Yes, typing skills. I saw a meme a while ago of jazz hands. You know your password, but your hands just do what they're going to do and they don't listen to your mind. I hope that doesn't happen in 20 minutes during the badge sale.
For sure, for sure. No, because it kind of like comes up on you unexpectedly. You're like, oh, I'm in. Oh, I didn't expect that to happen that quickly. And then yeah, sometimes it can catch you unawares for sure.
We are at 10 minutes, folks. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So you said that you are getting badges for friends, correct? So is it just one person or is it a group?
Well,
I mean, I know you're a part of a badge group, but
right. Me and Chris are working together.
Mhm.
But I'm part of a larger. Me and Chris are also part of a larger group that's associated with the forum.
Sure, yeah.
And and I'm also friends with another group. So we're just trying to help each other
No, I hear you.
on that. But the group on the forum is large enough, and we're using some of the old, we're using some processes that indicate when people are starting to get in and starting to move through. When it's slow, just a reminder, it was very slow for the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then the speed picks up and the gates are wide open. So we're starting to get down to
Sure.
the point of no chattering. No blue circles this time. We've got the running man.
Oh man, I wonder if they're gonna keep that, or if it's just the reason why we don't see it now is because this is a unique show. I'm really curious because I mean there was something to that where there was kind of like a meme. I feel a meme element
Yep.
to that of having the blue circle because I mean to some degree it's still illustrated that things were still like moving smoothly and that connection was moving smoothly, but for a lot of people it was like a lot of stress too. So I don't know if they'll keep it.
I believe that the system that we're seeing now is the system that we're going to be seeing going forward. um, I believe, I mean, from what I've heard is that things were redone on the back end of the sale, and for anybody who also did the volunteer and the pro reg, they will tell you that the process was very different this time than it was in years past. So I think
For sure.
that's primarily why I wanted to get as many people doing this system as possible, because I want them to be prepped for SDCC.
Yeah.
You think it would change the queue system too, or no?
I'm sorry?
I was about to say, do you think there's a change to the way they do the queue as well? I'm kind of curious myself. Do you think
It might.
I think that the nice thing about this running man that I noticed in the volunteer reg was that it showed me how long till I got in. So when they sort us, when we're put into the queue, we should have a good idea of where we are and who's going to get in and who won't get in until very late in the process. Now, whether or not, if you're late in the process, you'll get a badge, we don't know, because we don't know how many badges there are. So this is a better system. It's just a matter of learning it, in my opinion. Humble. No, not so humble. Maybe not.
Well, I always get that crippling fear when it says, "Oh, Friday's sold out, Saturday's sold out." I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeah, but this is all or one. You know, it's all 3 days or nothing. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's going to be sold out quicker than if that's going to be the case, right? Because I mean, they have to have limited people in there, I'd say, right? Or
I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to look back on it because in thinking of A, when the show is, and B, considering what is being done with tickets. So like, give me an example. I have a purchase group that I help with, and just about everybody, they're going to the 2022 show. They said they were just going to allow everything just to transfer to 2022 and, sit this one out. So I don't know how that, I meant to ask you that, Alyssa. I don't know how that's looked like trend wise among, the groups that you have over at CC, at Friends of CC, if that's been the case. Like I'll be interested, potentially among everybody that I know, and I might still do it, is just kind of getting a litmus test, like doing like a graph of like those who wanted to go to are planning on just waiting out to 2022. Like I said, for the most part, everyone that I know, they're waiting out till that time, for, like I said, a multitude of reasons, whether it's when the show is, whether it's just by nature of what's going on out in the world, and feeling more at ease waiting until 2022. So so many things. So we'll see.
right, I would say with perhaps one or two exceptions, everybody is rolling them over into SDCC. Yeah, there's nobody that switched them over to SE. Everybody's thinking that they'll be able to get in. So
But I will say this one caveat: if you guys were reading, I don't know if you read like all the details, say if someone, got shut out of Comic-Con for 2020 and they don't have that option of having to transfer to 2022, they do have the option to have the tickets from this year transfer over to 2023. I did see that.
no, I think what they said is that they're eligible for pre-reg. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. That's what I
Okay.
mean. So like that idea that what Comic-Con does of, you getting the tickets the year before and you're being eligible for the pre-registration, is that you're able to get the tickets for that first sale versus waiting until like the free-for-all, the free-for-all
Right.
that you have, the free-for-all sale.
The crazy one. There was one, Chris and I's first sale together. We were both in a classroom. We are at 2 minutes, guys, by the way.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we are.
Just a reminder.
Yes. Thank you.
Chris and I were in a classroom, and there was maybe 10 people in a 25 desk classroom. Each desk had a computer. We had the back 2 rows lined up with codes and we had all of our classmates helping too, monitoring the computers to get into the sale, for the free-for-all sale. So
right, because 2010 was your first year, right?
2010 was my first year. I think.
Oh man, I was talking about, yeah.
We were talking like just before, for the sale before lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because I was talking about that a little earlier. Is that I guess I went the last year before it got crazy, because 2009 was my first show. I've shared this with you, but the part that was interesting is that I got it in June, and I got it from the website. Like I didn't. This was before they used Epic and they used a third party. Like I got it right from the Comic-Con website, and I got it at the end of June. I want to say I got my tickets.
In 09, did you say?
Yes, 09. For that 09 show. Because 2010, I believe, it's funny you bring that up, what you're talking about. I want to say that was the year that the site crashed, and that's when they decided to use a third-party system. Because what they did was they had the initial sale, it crashed, and they like shut down the sale completely and said, okay, listen, we're gonna revisit this and try to use a different system. Oh, here we go. 1 minute.
a minute.
Oh boy.
The stage manager and me, you know.
Oh no, theater manager. Yeah, I was stage manager too. Yeah, you gotta let your actors know.
Yeah, get them.
Get them ready. Get them prepped.
Slap them out. We will go
You
on
are
time.
cued. You are cued on your side. Do I have this actor here? Are they where they're supposed to be?
Oh God. Yeah, I think 20. My first year was 10.
Yeah, because
And
that was the Avengers year.
I was able to buy them.
Oh man, 10 seconds. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Remember, there's a sorting time.
Let's go.
All right, we are live.
Yes. See,
Good luck to everyone out there.
it was 2010. The year of 2010 was the first year they sold individual days. So I bought 4 individual days. And then 11, I think, was when the site crashed.
Oh, okay. So it was okay. It was a year later. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's my. Just because I was going there the first time, I am still at. They still have not updated me.
Yeah. Man, yeah, those years. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're like highlight things that I remember from each years, but it's starting to get bad now. Where some of the years are starting to meld together of when how I got badges. Like I can at least say, 2009 first year, 2010 Avengers, 2011. What was it? Cowboys and Aliens, Captain America, First Avenger. 2012. Going as media. 2013, like I think it was X-Men, if I remember correctly, and then 2014 is a blur. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think back of what was happening that year. Someone get in?
No, estimated wait time more than an hour.
For me, I went for
Estimated wait time 18 minutes.
Oh, you. Okay.
So that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Chris is getting. Did you say 18 minutes, Chris?
I did. Oh, okay, you did.
For 20 minutes, I have one for 39 minutes.
20 and 39.
This is not that it matters, but just for purpose of having more data. The Firefox one and the Chrome one seems to be the fastest one so far. Internet's an hour.
Yeah, I'm on Chrome.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing.
When I hit my time, I'll let you guys know when I'm in.
Yeah, I'm seeing 21 and 21 minutes on the on my site, and somebody else is saying more than an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got 3 people in progress. I've got 1 person got in and is in progress on my site.
Oh wow, nice.
So it's at 11:02. So they sorted us wicked quick. Really quick. A lot faster than before. Interesting.
No, I think we're given. I think that it may be far fewer than we thought, than we anticipated participating. So maybe that's why it was able to be sorted so quickly.
I mean, they must have probably improved the queuing service. That's probably why I bet they did.
Yeah, because mine's moving along steadily on that wait time.
Hey, Chris, I'm posting my member ID and my last name in the chat, in our chat, your and my chat. I'm terribly original with my member ID. Don't comment. Don't comment.
Wow, very imaginative.
Her name is what? What is it?
remember I was one of the first people that signed up for the member ID when it went live way back when.
Let me guess, the secret password to all your admin accounts is admin, right?
Right, admin. Oh, totally. You know, password.
Wow.
Hey, I just kept changing it for my password, you know. I'm hearing another person say more than an hour. Another person heard from. So. See, 1,
Oh my.
2. Yeah, we've got a second person in on the big board.
Okay, I'm getting a comment. What's the website to get tickets? If you're asking that question, I'm very concerned right now. Go directly to the Comic-Con website, but I mean, if you're asking that question, then that also tells me you don't have a member ID, and you need a member ID to just be able to get the ticket. So I don't know what to tell you, friend, unless you already have a member ID. But I'll put it in the chat for you.
I did not hear them say that the member IDs were locked. So
well, that's a good point. That's a good point.
To go to and make a member ID right now.
Right now, let me give you the link really quick.
Join the queue. We don't know how tickets will sell.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I had to, in my class, I was reminding people. I had like a whole 20 minutes before the teacher started up, and he knows that I do the Comic-Con stuff. So yeah. I was just, okay, this is what you guys do. Do you do there should be walkthroughs to whomever posted that.
All right, Elephant. I just sent it. Just take a look at the link. Put it there in the chat, friend.
Also, if they register at some point in time, they can also try to remember their password. They might have been lucky. They might have done it a couple years ago. They forgot. I can't tell you how many times I forgot to register for a website, and sure enough, I actually registered for the website a long time ago.
Right. So if you may be able to use the function of forgot my password.
Right, just put the email that you.
Yeah.
It responds pretty quickly. So yeah. Because I'll be honest, it's been a while. So yeah.
Okay, we're getting one more person in.
Yeah, no worries, man. So again, thanks for those of you that have joined us recently. As I said, the reason why I wanted to, do this live stream again, thanks Alyssa for joining and hopping along to, provide your thoughts as well. But wanted to do this because just thinking back of, the years that I've done Comic-Con and remembering back on those days where I really had to struggle to get, tickets and, thinking of that process and how that was the first couple of years. I don't do it as much anymore because I do go as press as media, but those first couple of years were quite memorable in securing passes, and I'm helping out some family and friends this year, so it's always cool to look back and reminisce about some of these experiences, and also wanted to hear from you guys about some of those things that you guys are experiencing as well, dealing with badge sales. So just as you're doing now, drop some comments, whether it's talking about your first Comic-Con. Let me double check while I'm doing all this talking. Let me see where I stand. But no, okay, I'm good. But yes, talking about that first Comic-Con, talking about what you're looking forward to maybe from this special edition that we might see. that we have, not had for a year and a half. Well, I guess you could say 2 years now for 2 shows. But yeah, just if you want to just share random tidbits about different years that you've attended Comic-Con and things that you got in.
No.
Oh.
Chris, we're being bought for.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations, guys.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. All right. We'll keep the line going.
Sorry, I couldn't
No,
resist.
you're fine. You're good.
I should mute myself.
All right, so my Firefox one is at 10 minutes. How exciting!
Okay.
Then my other login one is at 26 minutes. Once I'm inside, I'll let you guys know how it looks like too. I mean, I'm sure we expect
Cool.
we expect it to be, but never know.
Absolutely.
What I've noticed too is, it looks like you can refresh the page. They tell you. I mean, I remember they used to tell you not to refresh the page, but it looks like they don't. Looks like they're not telling you not to.
Right. Okay. It looks like things are opened up pretty wide.
Yes, Jimmy. SDCC Black Friday event. Yes. Yes. Or as one friend like to quote, as TurkeyCon.
It's in the most affectionate and supportive.
#TurkeyCon. Yes.
I
Indeed.
mean,
You're not gonna live that down ever.
No.
In a good way. It's cool. It's cool.
It's the camaraderie of being around the Thanksgiving table with good friends and family, and that's what I'm meaning. That's the term.
No, I got you. I got you.
Context.
I got you. I'm smelling a potential post here. It needs to be a TurkeyCon post now. It's now that you created it, it needs to be a TurkeyCon post now, Alyssa.
No.
There needs to be an official TurkeyCon post, and it has random random SDCC stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to alienate the people.
No, but it's all in good fun though. It's all in good fun.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see where I stand. I'm up here talking again.
Yeah, I'm going to
talking
for half a second. I need to talk with Chris about something.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Okay.
I'll put you on mute. Yeah, so Alyssa's on mute while she gets everything squared away with her tickets. But for any of you, those that are watching now, like I said, share your thoughts. Like where you guys stand right now. Maybe how long do you have to wait to get your tickets? Is this your first Comic-Con, perhaps, that you're doing? Is let me know in the comments. Looks like there are a couple of minutes left. And as you can see, it is quite a process between multiple streams. As you're watching Alyssa, there are multiple streams of communication, whether it's Messenger, whether it's on a phone, what have you. It's settled now, Alyssa. I know you're muted, but yes, bring the turkey to the event. Oh, Jimmy. Okay, so now I'm going to mute myself, guys, because it looks like we are almost right down to the wire. So give me 1 second.
I am unmuted, so you know we're working this.
I might be having you talk for a bit because it's like I'm almost there.
Yeah, you go. You got to take care of what you got to take care of. Yeah.
So I'm muting myself now. You are good to go for a few minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. We are seeing that at this point, I'm trying to get things. My screens are not operating correctly. Okay. We are seeing that we've got most of our badges bought at this point. And let me this only other question I've got is what are people saying? It says automatically be moved in. Nobody is saying anything about the amount of badges that are left. I'm not seeing any badges are running short, any notifications.
I haven't seen that either yet.
Yeah. So I am also seeing reports that the estimates are not quite as quick as if they say an hour, then it got shortened down to it got shortened down to 40 minutes. And it was a very quick 20 minutes, if that makes sense. So an hour minus 40 is 20, but that 20 was not real. So the time estimates are rough. Do not go say, oh, I've got 20 minutes and go off to the bathroom. Stay watching the screen. Let's see. Okay. I am also looking at, sorry, it's going to be hard to remember that I'm supposed to be talking because I have a hard time talking and doing at the same time.
Well, he's gonna be a live streamer. You gotta like adapt to the way.
I know. I am so not a live streamer.
Tell us the secret, Brandon. What's the secret to your skills?
He's
oh gotcha, gotcha.
He's badge buying. He's laughing at you though. I see him with him muted.
So I'm in as well. Was there anyone that we should is there anyone else that we should consider?
I don't think so. We have no. I just our classmate.
Gotcha.
That's the only person that I think that we need at this point.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm in. So
yeah, all of my friends are taken care of. All of the badge buying group has been done. James and I've got a couple of people, stray people on the forum that are also looking. Let me. Once you get back, Brendan, let me know. I want to know how much time you had to complete your sale.
I have about 5 minutes on mine. And like I said, mine have like about 3 minutes left. Or 4 minutes.
Okay. So did you have Jane?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Do you have your buddy, our classmate, taken care of, Chris?
I need his ID. I never got his ID and stuff, so. We'll have to be about the ID or anything.
Yes. Yep. I'm I'm messaging him.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Okay. It's the repeated messaging. This is a technique that I've learned with my 21-year-old who is a bit stubborn and opinionated and likes to ignore his mother. You just keep bugging him and bugging him and bugging him and bugging him until he finally gets the package in the mail. Yes. Well, I needed to get my new computer in the mail, and so that was the because I've got a monitor that's fritzing out. I've got some hardware problems. My laptop is ancient, and I'm trying to run intense programs on it. So I was in the remind my person multiple times. Okay, so now that we're kind of like vamping for time, we're going to have Pet. So say hi, Bud. What do you think about badge sale, Bud? What do you think? So this is my bearded dragon. I just got him back out of Hawk. So he's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? I want to go back to my nice warm tank. Yes, Chris, Brandon is laughing at me. I may or may not have had some experience with just going on about stuff. Oh, I did want to mention one thing, Brandon. Very interesting talk you had earlier today.
All right, I'm good. I'm back. But yes, go ahead, continue.
About the
squared away.
IATSE going on strike. Very interesting situation. I know from my stagehand days, a lot of my old stagehand buddies are now union stagehands, and they are very pro the strike.
Well, I mean, and I know you do too, but with folks that I know that are like right in the middle of this and in the midst of how it affects them, regardless of like whatever discipline department they're in, it'll be fascinating to see how it plays out. But considering, what's at stake, I mean, it is what it is. Like there, in terms of what is at stake, it's very important. So like, as I said, as I mentioned before, I hope that everything, gets resolved in a peaceful way, and how that, can affect many things, because like at the end of the day, as strikes and as something like that is happening, that puts a lot of things on pause that people are relying on for revenue and to make a living. So
especially after the prolonged
because if I were thinking back the writer strike, like way back when.
Oh. But they've also, I mean,
it's not way back when, but
yeah, the stagehands that I know, they just have come off of a year and a half of no work.
Exactly.
So he's deciding.
Oh, okay. So we have an update on late Iron Elliott, if you don't mind me saying late Iron Elliott, if you don't mind, Bud. But yeah, quick update. I made a member ID and I'm waiting in the queue. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Good. I'm glad you were able to do it in time, but I'm guessing they provided that leeway because they're under the circumstances of this show, they didn't like close it off like they normally would. So good on you, man. Good luck.
Same here, and thank you very much for letting us know, because they used to do it.
They used to close it off.
They used to close it off. I think with the new system, this is something that they can do now, is to let people make member IDs. Now, unfortunately, you are at the back of the queue, but we are not seeing anybody any mention of no sales.
Indeed, man. Whatever happens. As long as you're good to go.
just for amusement, if anybody is watching. Like,
oh, and we didn't even specify this. So Alyssa, who is joining us now, she is now live in San Diego, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Finally, right? You're like, finally.
Yeah, with my creatures. So with my creatures who are, he's kind of on the pest side with me right now. He gets this look in his eyes. You know how animals can do. Yeah,
absolutely.
We're good. I've still got 22 minutes to go on mine. It's 11:24. So in 24 minutes, in 22 minutes, I have gone down 40 minutes on the counter.
Okay.
So half and half,
How many? So just to confirm, how many folks do you have left among your among your group?
Everybody,
squared away?
All of my friends are squared away.
Oh wow.
All of them. Even though, even the ones that I think were going, going rogue and by themselves are squared away.
Yeah.
And you're squared away.
Yeah, rogue. Rogue. I mean, like I said, I normally have a group, but I mean, there was no need to do one this go around because everyone is waiting for 2022. So.
Right. And it seemed, but they could have come to this if they had willing to just try and get tickets like we're doing.
Yeah.
So
no, but I'm sorry. Like I know. I remember the question, but like I was preoccupied at the time. I heard a question about live streaming in the back with the person, the gentleman in your group. Unless he's long gone now. Chris, you still here?
No, he's still here.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't leave anywhere yet. This is the fun part. This is when someone tries to slip in. And I think last minute I'm trying to read. I'm like, what? I can't read half these characters.
Oh.
So he said, so Jimmy again, let me see. I missed the days of SDCC 2008. Wow, okay. You far exceed both me and Alyssa then. Because like I said, 2009 was my first year. Is there anything you want to share from 2008 that went down? Because I think at that point I was still like enjoying Comic-Con, like the televised like excerpts that I would see of Comic-Con. Because I think back in that day I was watching a lot of shout out to it's not around as much as it used to be. I guess now, and you guys can let me know in the comments. I guess now they're kind of in more online these days versus TV, but back in the G4 days, shout out to them. So like that channel and what is it, Attack of the Show, and a lot of those shows that I used to watch back in the day with Kevin Ferreira and Olivia Munn. Used to watch those shows all the time, and they used to have like breakdowns of different geekdom shows, whether it's Comic-Con or CES. So yeah, shout out to you guys. And even I'm gonna even go further back, in terms of like entertainment sites that I used to go to, like long before I started to get into media stuff. So comingsoon.net, y'all been around forever. I used to go there all the time. Or I'm not sure if it's around as much anymore. You guys can let me know. But what is it? Dark Horizons used to be around with a lot of pop culture news. You're smiling, so I'm guessing it is bringing you back to some places that perhaps you used to go for your news, Alyssa. I don't know if that website rang a bell for you, but. Because Ain't It Cool has been around for a while. I used to, go to Ain't It Cool a lot. I used to go to Coming Soon. One that's not around anymore is Counting Down. Let me know, guys up there, if you guys remember the website countingdown.com. Like that had like a unique format where they used to like give pop culture news, but they used to, if you went to, they had a breakdown of every single movie that was up, coming soon. And when you clicked on that movie's page, that movie's page had a breakdown of all the news that they had for that particular movie, and they even had like a timer on like when it's supposed to come out. It was pretty cool. But I mean, it's long gone now. So let me see where we stand. Oh, so that's interesting. So yeah, let me see. So the information looks like it comes in pretty quickly, because I was looking at when I process when you process the order, it looks like it comes through.
I was looking
pretty immediately. It wasn't any like in prior years back in prior years when I've gotten tickets, it's been kind of a delay, like a couple of hours. And I remember like online people would like start panicking. I haven't gotten anything. I haven't gotten my barcode. Like, what's going on?
So Chris, we need to I'll give you the
Right. I'll put out, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, cool.
We're having some difficulties with a friend of mine.
Well, yeah, that's that's why the big important part, so is the audience too. That's why it's important to coordinate that instead of do it last minute, right?
Yeah, we're trying to do something for a buddy last minute, and a mutual classmate of ours.
Let me guess, because you guys are all squared away, you're like, oh, well, I'm still in the queue. Let me see if I can get for somebody else. I'm guessing that's what it is. I've been there too. And the person needs to make up their mind. Like, make up your mind. Are you going or you're not going? Like, because I'm in the queue, and there's a time time limit or a time element involved.
Right, and 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
Right.
I can.
You may not be in this opportunity again. So like,
these
make the choice.
Multiple numbers, it's like freehand. Okay. Let's see. Now I've got it. Okay, and I still have not gotten anything. Well, okay, we're going to look, because I can, in my spam. Okay, yes. Check your spam, people. It did come in today, and it was in my spam box.
Oh, maybe because I have it listed as non-spam, it did go right to my inbox.
Yep.
I guess since it's trusted.
I also have a lot of things with Turkish lettering
in
my spam box, oddly enough. Sorry, I distract myself.
Oh, the spam box, always the fun one.
Yeah. So you should have yours, since our tickets were bought at the same time, Chris. You should have yours too.
I did get it. I get the old Yeo classic do not reply email. Yeah, so I got confirmation.
Okay. And
yes, Franco. It looks like everyone is squared away with badges. How did you do?
still waiting to hear from Iron Elephant Productions too.
Oh, right. Yeah, Iron Elephant, man. You gotta let us know if you got your badge, man.
Yeah.
I may even hold out the stream just to see if you got it. I'm really curious, because that would be insane that you're like, oh, when is it happening? Oh, let me do a member ID. Oh, okay. Now I have a ticket. Cool. Within a span of what, an hour, a couple hours, it's not bad for your first. Yeah. But you know what? That's how it normally goes, though. When you're like so nonchalant about it like that, that sometimes things just work out because you're so nonchalant.
Okay. So are we still?
Okay, so go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm just still wondering. I'm still not seeing any we're running out.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, and going back to what I was saying earlier, I think we're starting to get a hint that maybe not as many people might be attending as we, might have anticipated. That, towards coming down to the wire, some folks just made the decision just to wait. Because I mean, we're not hearing any shortages, like you said, of certain days, and B, like everyone seemed to be squared away pretty quickly. So. All right, so I have an update on Jimmy King. So Jimmy, I know you were talking about 2008. So you said ticket sales, long lines, Funko event. Yeah. Because
You missed the nachos and Hall H. Come on.
Well, no, like I'll tell you this, Jimmy. I don't know how much you frequent like any of the restaurants that are around downtown San Diego. If you haven't, I highly recommend it. One place that I hit up all the time, and it's it's a tradition at this point, is and any of those of you out there, know what I'm talking about when I say Richard Walker's Pancake House.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I've heard a lot about that.
Awesome.
But the line is just too crazy.
That's the thing. So most people, they'll get up at 9-10 o'clock, but Eastern Standard Time, East Coast, because a lot of times when I'm starting the trip, my body is still on that time zone. I tend to get up a little earlier.
Right.
I normally am used to getting up at like 6 or 7 o'clock. And if I'm getting up on the West Coast, that's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So, okay, good. So you have eaten there. Yes. Yeah, good. Very good. But yes, I highly recommend that place. It's awesome.
For something that's a little wacky, and their happy hours are really good. They make a nice craft cocktail, the Lion's Share. It's by
Okay.
up by the one that's the Long Walk, the hotel that's the Long Walk on that side of the street. It's the Hyatt, I think, is the one that's up.
You're saying so we have you're saying, so when you leave the convention center, you have the Marriott Marquis, and then when you pass the Marriott Marquis, that's like out there in the distance.
Yes.
Out there in the distance is the Manchester Grand Hyatt.
Yeah, the Hyatt.
Their breakfast buffet? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm saying the Lion's Share restaurant.
Oh, it's near there.
Across the street from the Hyatt. It's down a little street, and they do really nice craft cocktails. They take reservations. Just a variety of. They have interesting food. I would recommend that place if you're looking for a nicer sit-down restaurant. It probably is going to be busy though, because it is still downtown.
No, that's fair. And I mean, I was going to say, speaking to the point about Richard Walker, like if you want to be able to, and even mind you, then you're still waiting in line. You need to be there. Like I think I'll have to look at the hours. But I want to say they open at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. I'll look it up and let you guys know, and I'll put the link on there. But you probably need to get there like a half an hour before they open, because the line is normally half an hour, I should say, before they open, because the line is already created by that time. And then on top of that too, I would say the time of day that you go, it's like the day of the week. Because I think the time that you probably were looking at, Alyssa, was probably during con week. And I normally go early, so it's before the show officially starts. Even though I want to say I normally go like not preview night, but maybe the beginning of the week, because it's like a part of like a cool routine that I have like with friends that tag along. That I end up being the tour guide for for Comic-Con. So
I don't know what that's about at all.
yeah.
What's that? What does that mean?
What does being tour-eyed mean? This is from a San Diego native here.
So tour guide, and then let me see, talking about, great places to eat, talking about, touristy things to do, talking about when you should come to Comic-Con, like, maybe coming a couple of days early instead of coming right there on the day of, because like I've been there where I've come right on, I've come there right as the show is starting. I think my first year I came right on what is it, preview night, and I regretted it because like when I arrived, it was in the middle of the day, and then by that time, like preview night was pretty much done. So like I think after that first year, I started coming on Tuesdays. Then Tuesdays wasn't enough because like once you're at Comic-Con, it's not really time to do anything else. So I try to come like before. I try to spend that whole week. So like being able to do other touristy things like going to San Diego Zoo. You guys have an awesome zoo. Like I could spend days. You could spend days in that zoo, days, like literally days, and still not hit everything.
For 4
So
years, and I still have not been to the zoo.
you gotta change that.
That's me.
Okay.
that
No
one.
worries.
But everybody's bought for, so it's okay. That, by the way, was the sound of you moving to the moving into the room for anybody that doesn't know.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I forgot there was a ding when you moved over, but yeah, no, like to answer that question, like to do all the I consider myself a foodie, so like going to a lot of discovering new places, but also going to go-to places as well.
You'll love the lion share when you come into town. Let me know, and we'll go over there because they've got some really wacky stuff. Do a search for the lion share and look at their online menu.
Okay.
Lion share. You also got that place there too. We're really close. It's called Kansas City Barbecue. It's where they filmed Top Gun.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to hold the phone so you can to the microphone so you guys could hear a little bit better. I am going to exit out of that screen and let somebody else have a chance since I am all set. I'm going to have to get going here. I've got a class in that wonderful networking world of protocols and OSI layers to
and I'll put that in the link, guys. I know I was talking about Richard Walker Pancake House. Hopefully I am not jinxing myself for now that I'm giving the secrets of all these cool places to go. Now they're going to be super crowded now. Hopefully not, but there you go.
They're only going to be super crowded if you get a lot of visitors to your site, which you kind of want.
Yeah. But yeah. So it's a double-edged sword, but hey, like I said, I definitely recommend it. Richard Walker's Pancake House if you're trying to get breakfast. You have Broken Yolk and a couple other places, but if you love like pancakes and like really unique, types of pancakes that you can get that are huge and other things as well, like sides that you would normally have with breakfast, I highly, highly recommend it. But it looks like we are about to wind down. Alyssa, I know you said you had to head off. I'm probably head off in a moment. Hopefully, even if you don't, I still want to know, Iron Elephant. I got to know if you got your tickets. So like, hit a comment down in the video. Even if we end the stream, I got to know. Like that would be awesome that you ended up getting your tickets today.
This is the only reason why I'm hanging out.
I gotta know, man.
Yeah,
this is killing me.
I still got one window open, which is saying 17 minutes left to go.
Oh, okay. So, maybe.
So I may have been, one of my windows may have been way, 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 way back. And maybe he's just a minute after me.
Better yet, man, I tell you what, I'm going to bring you on the show. I'll bring you on the show if I find out that you got your tickets. That's how intrigued I am to know that you got your tickets. I will bring you on the show. I don't know, a recap show or what have you. So I have to know. So so update. He said it sure would be awesome. So what is your count time, man? So I'm putting the say 29 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we still no notifications of shortages or anything like that. And a lot of the windows between now and then could be people who are they're just hanging out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome if you got your tickets.
All right, Alyssa, I'll let you go. I know you begging to go back to class, so I'll let you go, and then.
And while Alyssa is doing that, I was going to say, while Alyssa is getting squared away there, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Those of you that have been, keeping track of the stream and hanging along with us while you guys are doing, your sale as well. Jimmy, remind me that you did or didn't get tickets. I know you were asking us, but like, did you get your tickets? Like, were you in the process of getting yours? And if so, like, are you still waiting on yours, or did you get them? I'm also curious. All right, so you back, Alyssa? Cool. All right, so I know you said you do need to get off unless you want to see the update with our friend Iron Horse. I'm about to say Iron Horse, Iron Elephant.
29-minute queue.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right.
Yeah, 44.
Oh, all right, cool. Congratulations, Jimmy. Good. You did get them. Good.
Got it. Good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. Are you going to hang this up, or can you just boot me, or?
Like you can head off and come back, because like I said, now that I have a time limit now or a window of when this update will happen, then I'll probably will stick around just for that.
Okay.
So if you want to, head off and come back, that's perfectly fine.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep you company for the next 10 minutes or so. And then I'm going to have to spend time with my class, but I'm going to monitor the chat.
Cool beans. Cool beans.
So I will.
And like I said, you don't even need if you aren't able to hang around for the 10 minutes, because I know how that goes too. Like you're fine. If it is time consuming like that. So either way.
It's shifting from left brain all the way over to right brain.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like doing physics.
Let me see. That was sent. Let me look at the
at 44.
44,
so 4 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He should be at 25.
15. At 15.
Yeah. The second window I got going is saying that I'll get in. They had said it would be about an hour, and they're now estimating my arrival time at 11:55, which would mean that they were pretty right on with this estimate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know. Indeed.
He didn't get in.
So he didn't get in yet. We're still waiting. Like he gave us a time stamp of what his wait time is. So not just yet. We're still we are still waiting in suspense, so to speak. But it'll be quite a story. So I'm curious, Iron Elephant, is this your first Comic-Con? Because that would also be awesome if it's your first Comic-Con. Please let us know in the chat if it is, in fact, your first.
I'm just reading off of the forum now until Iron Elephant.
Cool.
Checks back in with us.
Yeah, I got you.
So one of my site's most adamant COVID restriction people has said I wasn't planning on going, and I had 3 windows open, and then my badge came up, and then the buying session came up, and I just bought badges.
So are you hold on 1 second? We have an update on this. So are you confirming? That would explain my last minute. It would be. Oh, it is his first con. Okay, yeah, it's settled. I gotta know if you make it, man. I gotta know if you make it.
And you got to have them on.
I gotta have you on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
Settled. It's settled. That would be awesome, an awesome story. So my first Comic-Con, I wasn't even planning on going, and I put my badge together. I got my member ID, and then I bought my ticket, and that was it. Yeah. Squared away.
Squared. I got one person is saying, complaining about the 5-minute limit. An older gentleman.
I don't know. I feel like that's enough time. Like you should have. I feel like your information should be there. Like 1 or 2 things that you're either getting it, like we were talking about, you're a rogue getting it for yourself, or to say you're getting it for another whether you're getting it for yourself, whether you're getting it for another person, and you're also getting it as a group. So like you're saying, perhaps like if someone, just as happened with you, someone bought yours, and what'll happen is because you don't have a need to buy yours, you're buying someone else's in that group. Or if everyone else in the group is squared away, you have that last minute thing like, so I'm here in the queue. Or you reach out to someone. So you want to possibly go?
One thing that somebody is saying is that with regard to the 5-minute timer is that it's 5 minutes per page. So
okay.
You've got that
makes sense. So that seemed like more than enough time then, because that first page you're just asking what for your ID and your last name. That's it. And then beyond that, you're specifying, you're just confirming like where they're mailing it and all that.
And let's see. It also would be interesting to find out the order number of your badge. Let me see if I could find my order number. And I'm in. For the second window is 29 in the 29,000. Gotcha. What is your order number? What number does it start with? What are the first 2 numbers?
Yeah, it's just before that. So it looks like, I guess they had, I want to say it's in the 26, I believe.
Okay. I'm just thinking that would be an interesting gauge to see how many tickets.
Yeah.
Because I like the numbers.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely.
Of that. So Jimmy, I think you said you just got in. Jimmy King, you said you got in recently. If you could tell us the first 2 numbers of your order number, or somebody who bought within the last 10 or 15 minutes, that would be an interesting number to hear.
Definitely. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
And I wonder where they are doing updates. Think they would be doing it on Twitter?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to check now.
Okay.
Here we go. No, nothing as of yet. That's interesting because that's normally the case, at least in the past.
That was the easiest SDCC badge buying experience since the since the online era only started.
Yeah. Okay, so you got an update. I don't know if you saw from Jimmy.
Okay. Interesting. So 36.
Uh-oh, 6 minutes. I don't know if you saw that. So that narrowed down pretty fast.
Yeah. So a lot of people are bouncing out.
Yep.
Yep. Multiple pages, you know. No words. You're not saying anything. Okay. He's going to get in. He's going to do it.
Do it. He's gonna do it.
He's going to do it.
He's gonna do it. Now I'm a believer. He's gonna do it. It's gonna happen. But
So,
yeah, so go ahead. Go ahead.
so Iron Elephant, you want your member ID, your last name, your credit card, and it should be, and make sure your shipping address is okay. Well, no, they're not shipping it. Never mind. You know, so make sure your
They do
address
ask
list
for it though,
is available.
but yeah, no, they're not shipping it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for the next one because
Right.
this is a generic format.
Right.
So for WonderCon, they'll be shipping badges probably. And so Tuesday, Wednesday badge pickup before Turkey Day. No, I didn't say TurkeyCon. I said Turkey Day. Thursday is Turkey Day. You're gonna give me a hard time about that, aren't you?
Man. But no, you know, as we're still waiting to update with Iron Elephant, man, this has become a saga now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, you know, if you have enjoyed, you know, this live stream, like I said, I thought it would be kind of fun to go back down memory lane and you know go through the process again, especially seeing that I'm getting it for someone. You know, just if keep track of like all these things that we're doing because we're going to be doing more of these. I don't know. I may do it for. Well, no, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe for upcoming con. Maybe for next year's. Well, not. I guess it wouldn't be happening next year. If I'm thinking because everything would be. That's interesting. Everything would be transferred over. Yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
but
I
no,
mean,
just keep wind of everything
yeah.
you know that's going on because I will be definitely be doing some interesting streams coming up, especially with our cons and our con what is it our con folks, our con season, our con culture, so to speak. So yes,
If
what are you gonna say?
Yeah, it's designer con tickets are already on sale. It's in
Hmm.
Anaheim. Since this is a lot of San Diego folks,
Yes.
you know, SoCal folks here. Designer con tickets are on sale. One of my favorite niche artsy creative cons, not not movies at all. I don't even think they have panels. They may have a panel, but that's it's not panel centric. And the other one, WonderCon, is going to be happening. I mean, we're going to assume that WonderCon is going to be going forward, especially if SC goes forward. So we might want to do a badge sale for that.
For sure, for sure. Oh, and guys, like if you're like I said, also if you're enjoying a lot of these streams, as I said, more of it is on the way. So make sure that you like and subscribe as well. If you haven't already. Let me see. Where is oh no.
Iron Elephant, you enter your member ID and the last name in, and then the neck and validate, and then you should get another screen that says a member ID and their last name and validate that.
Right,
correct?
But they have to have a member ID. I hope they have a member ID. Like if you're getting it for somebody else, make sure they have one already. Yeah. It's too late to do that now and get it for a friend if you haven't created a member ID for them. So you were able to get lucky and get it for yourself, but like that needed to already be squared away. So just food for thought.
But chances are, since they haven't said that it's sold out,
but it'll kick them out though, unless he does it quick enough.
Soon,
okay.
have that person do it soon. There's also a return.
Sure thing, man.
I think there's a return window, so you should be able to return your tickets if it's dependent upon your buddy going.
Yeah.
So,
man, what a story! Absolutely. What a story, man! So unexpected.
Okay, I gotta go from here to here.
For sure. But yeah, before I let you go, can you tell folks where they can find you? Appreciate you coming on. Go ahead.
Absolutely. People can always find me at my website, which is both a blog and a forum. The forum is very active, especially it's focused on people who go to conventions. And the blog is primarily focused these days on con reports and some board game reports and some TV shows. We do a weekly television show wrap up next week in television. It comes out every Sunday. And that website is friendsofcc.com, friendsofcc.com. My name's Alyssa. I'm the owner admin of it. We're also on Twitter, and that's at Friends of CCI for the Twitter handle, the official Twitter handle. We're on Facebook too, but it's primarily the forum. That's where everybody focuses their effort on. And
cool beans. Cool beans. So here I come. So yes, I'm Brandon Choi, host and co-creator of Movers and Shakers. If you guys are just joining us, we do a lot of pop culture news, a lot of stuff throughout the week. We do live streams of interviews with special guests that happen via Facebook. And then when we do breakdowns of like TV series or breakdowns of different events or shows, we do it right here on YouTube. So yeah. That's the, I mean, and we also have moversshakersunlimited.com too. So you could check out, some of our stuff there. I know folks are more privy to reading up on things versus watching it or vice versa. So, we have every single avenue, available to you. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Alyssa, I know you need to head off. Thank you for coming on. We got to do this again. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to stick around a little longer because, like I said, I want to see. I need to get an update, so I need it.
Is there a way of putting a green screen in here? Because so people don't see my mess. That's what I need from you for the next time.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Have fun, guys. Bye-bye.
All right. So thanks again to Alyssa for hopping on. Thank you guys, like I said, for joining for this sale for San Diego Comic-Con special edition. Like I said, we do a lot of cool, interesting streams like this, even with especially now with a lot of the shows that have gone virtual, of speaking with some of the guests, virtually from where they are, or even from the cons that they're attending, as well as panels as well. So, like I said, if you want to be privy to more of this awesome stuff, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button. Oh my gosh, and we have an update, and it's right after Alyssa left. So yes, you got the ticket. I love it. I love it, man. Were you able to get a ticket for your guests? I need to know. Were you able to get it for your guests also? Because it sounded like you were getting it for your guest also. So yes, you are welcome. You're welcome. And I tell you what, I will just message me with your info, so that way we can think of logistics of getting you on the show, or just message me on our Twitter, man. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm your host, Brandon Choi, host and co-creator of Movers and Shakers Unlimited. You can find me, as you can see down below, at Brandon Choi ENT on Twitter. And okay, all right, no worries. But Brandon Choi on Twitter, on Instagram, or say, gosh, I could talk today. Brandon Choi ENT on Twitter, and Brandon Choi _ENT on Instagram. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching and checking out this live stream. Hopefully I'll look forward to checking you guys out on the next one. But other than that, see you guys soon. Later.